set to go. LaBrae will be in the white uniforms and the red numerals. Homestanding Irish in the dark green, and the tip controlled by LaBrae. So the Vikings come out first with the basketball. Aldridge up top will swing it to the left side, and no room inside. Aldridge trying to work down low and post his man up. Irish playing good defense early, Mark.
Yeah, definitely coming out very aggressive, trying to double team Aldridge when he gets inside.
Middleton, a nice pass inside to Peyton Aldridge for the first two of the game, and the Vikings grab an early 2-0 lead. That was a good look inside. Once he gets the ball low, he's going to be tough to stop. LaBrae coming out. Looks like they're going to come out in a zone defense and test the Irish outside shooting. They're really going to shade number 10, Ryan Strollo. He's an outstanding player. He's a senior. He's the son of YSU's athletic director, Ron Strollo. They're not going to let him get open. There goes a shot from the outside, and that shot is good by Desmond McElroy, and that's going to be up and down for three. So McElroy picking up where he left off last time out.
Right, he's the guy that needs to be that second scorer to Strollo to keep their offense going.
Aldridge called with a travel outside, so the ball goes back to Ursuline. Irish lead early. We're just underway. Bob Hannon with Mark Means from the Struthers Fieldhouse, the Game of Hope Foundation Classic. Again, LaBrae in the defense, but you can see they are going to shade Strollo to make sure he does not get free from the outside and make somebody else beat him. You know, that defense, Mark, with Aldridge up top, it's hard to shoot over him. There's a wild shot that's no good by McElroy, but the Irish come down with the offensive rebound.
It's interesting that 3-2 zone that they're playing, putting Aldridge in the middle. That way he can jump out at the shooters.
Baseline jumpers up and down, and that's knocked down for the Irish, and they get a three from Jeremy Roscoe. So they've got a couple three-pointers early in the game, and the Irish have an early 6-2 lead over the Vikings. Work the ball outside to Aldridge. Ursuline very aggressive defensively. There's a drive and a pass inside. Shot goes up and down, so the Vikings get a bucket inside by Carl Brown.
And Carl Brown, a two-sport athlete, plays football for the Vikings as well, and he's a good player on the basketball floor.
Irish have hit a couple threes. The Vikings a couple twos. We've got a 6-4 game. Another three up by Roscoe. Rims around and out. Vikings come down with the rebound. Here comes Ursuline's defense back as the Vikings move in transition. Good look inside and a foul inside. That was a good look to Paul Zygmunt, who's a senior, stands 6'2" forward, and he'll go to the line and shoot a pair.
You can see that LaBrae being very aggressive early, trying, no matter who's in the block, trying to get it down low and work it inside.
Zygmunt will go to the line. First free throw airborne and no good. Last year losing just one time on the season was this LaBrae team. Of course, regular season undefeated. That was in the district semifinals, Division III district semifinals. So a 22-win regular season. Opened their season with a win over Hubbard. That's the only game, as we touched on earlier, they played. Ursuline comes in 0-2, but a tough early start. One of their losses to Harding. Both free throws missed. Ball knocked out of bounds by LaBrae. So Ursuline maintains possession. 5:53 to go, opening quarter. Irish with a 6-4 lead here at the Game of Hope. And one more game to be played later. Vikings and Irish. LaBrae continues to be in that zone defense. Strollo, their top scorer, yet to get off a shot. Well, it's hard to shoot over Aldridge up there, Mark. He's got those long arms at 6'7".
Very patient, swinging the ball around, looking for that outside shot that's not there against that zone.
Strollo fires, leaves it short. Vikings get the rebound. It's a tough shot from the baseline. Here comes LaBrae. They want to push it. That's right. They got some bodies too, LaBrae. I mean, they're physical. Inside, Aldridge goes up and he gets fouled. Foul inside. When he gets the ball that low, he is going to be tough to defend. The only thing I would look at now, Mark, you would think, and I'm sure he's trying to do it, he's going to have to put on some weight. He's only a junior, stands 6'7". He's a great talent. And I'm sure as colleges look at him, and he's being looked at already by Max Scholes, only a junior. First free throw, good. They're going to want to bulk him up and get him stronger.
Right, you've seen Peyton really develop over the last couple of years. He really started off as a perimeter player in his career, but really has been able to work it inside as he gets older and stronger. Marcel
Richardson, first substitution in the game for LaBrae, as Aldridge knocks down both free throws. We are even at 6, just about 3 minutes into the game. Strollo will work it out of high between the two circles, looking for some help out there as they continue to work against this defense. They're going to need some help outside. I don't think they're going to get a lot of inside looks. There's a travel, no question. There was a travel by Desmond McElroy. Big question, I think, for Ursuline is where are we going to get any inside game at all? I think they're going to have to shoot really well to have a chance here to win tonight.
They could probably expect a lot of teams to play zone against them all year and force them to shoot inside.
Comes LaBrae. Very aggressive defense played out high. Drive inside, and inside lost out of bounds. That's Marcel Richardson, the junior, 6'2", first substitution in the game, who loses the basketball. So Ursuline gets it back, tied 6-6.
That's a staple we've seen from Coach Gunther over the years. This team's very aggressive on the defensive end.
Looks like they're going to come out and maybe try to trap that basketball out high with Aldridge. Ursuline having a very difficult time attacking this defense and getting good looks. Now they have hit a couple of threes. Strong move inside. Runner goes up off the back rim. No good. Missing the shot. Desmond McElroy on the run. Here come the Vikings. Nice move inside. Shot up and good. And a beautiful move by Carl Brown, a 5'10" senior in transition. Here comes Ursuline back. Missing the layup and a foul. Boy, Ursuline got up and down quickly. Dave Collins. You look at, that is Preston Williams. Preston Williams will go to the line and shoot two. He's a guard. Senior. Stands 5'10" tall. You can see early Ursuline wants to push and get it up and down the court before LaBrae has a chance to get back and set their defense.
If they can beat them 2-3 passes up the floor, they have a chance to get up the floor, get that easy basket in transition before they can get their feet set.
Williams misses the first free throw. The Irish will have their first substitution. We're about 4 minutes into the game. It's an 8-6 score. Ursuline, well, they won't get the sub in because they missed both free throws. Now they'll get the sub into the game. Greg Perella, he's only a freshman. Wears number 24 for Ursuline. Stands 6'1", plays guard forward coming into the game. So they've got a true freshman on the court now for the Ursuline Irish.
Ursuline, 4 freshmen listed on their varsity roster.
Yeah, you don't see that a lot. Yeah, they are. You don't see that a lot. Strollo gets it in. Now they want to go back to Strollo, but nothing was there. Perella, the freshman, going to fire and hit. Immediately off the bench, buries the three-pointer. So the ninth grader showing no fear, knocks it down. Irish go back on top 9-8. So we've been on a seesaw back and forth early in this game. Aldridge going to go cross court. Shot going to go up for 3, and that three-pointer rims around and out. It is no good by John Richards. Perella going to push it up ahead. Strollo's open for a 3. He fires and misses everything. Boy, Strollo not even close on that 3. He's 0 for 2 from the field early on.
Yeah, it didn't look like he really got his feet set.
No, you're right,
shot.
Mark. Great pass inside by Aldridge. What a look on a beautiful throw to Carl Brown inside. That was the quarterback to the wide receiver there. Aldridge played some quarterback in high school as well on the football team, and that was a great look to put the Vikings back on top 10-9. You're seeing why, Mark, he can not only shoot the basketball, he's a great passer. And at 6'7", seeing over defenses, you can see why a lot of Division I schools like Aldridge.
That's what you love about an all-around player like that. Not only is he a great scorer, but he can make the players around him better.
Irish have it back. McElroy going to handle it out front with the right-handed dribble. Now it looks like out of the inbound, the Vikings in a man-to-man inside. McElroy puts it up, no good, gets the rebound, kicks it back out to Perella, and he is off on the three-pointer. Boy, Irish doing a good job on the offensive glass, though. Good work inside, but they're going to turn it over. That was Kevin Jackson along the baseline, but he stepped out of bounds. Brian Minahan, one of the officials on the baseline, right on top of that one. 10-9 score, tight game early. Vikings passed Aldridge from deep and rims out no. Rebound Vikings, then lost to McElroy. Here comes Ursuline in transition. Want to push the basketball. Perella back out front. Another three-pointer on the way. That one rims off. So Ursuline, a lot of three-pointers in this game. Jeremy Roscoe missed that one. 2:42 opening quarter. Our score 10-9 with LaBrae in front.
Definitely impressed by the freshman Perella. You said just a ninth grader, but he doesn't come out playing like a freshman. Very aggressive on the offensive end.
So he looks like the Irish, a little bit of a trap defense, trying to trap the basketball outside in his zone. They have more than Aldridge on this team, as you can see. They're going to go baseline. Three-pointer on the way. That one rims off, no good. Getting his own rebound inside, going up, and it's fouled. Strong move inside by John Richards. You got to give him credit. He missed the three-pointer, followed his miss, got the rebound, got the putback, and will step to the free throw line to try to convert the traditional three-point play.
That shows you the good coaching on both sides of the floor, knowing as soon as that shot went off his hand, it wasn't going to go, and he followed it. Now a chance for the three-point play.
Certainly, Mark, pleased to be these games on cvsportscast.com and on cable televising the broadcast here tonight, our last two games. So good exposure for the Hope Foundation. Tony Spano doing a great job. So important to him to try to raise money for a great cause for children in need. And he has the Hope Foundation Classic that takes place also with celebrities. That's done later in the winter at YSU Bigley Center. So congrats to Tony as well. Free throw up and good. 13-9 our score now with LaBrae in front. Penetration move, shot up off the front of the rim, no good. Ursuline has gone cold. Vikings push. Ball knocked out of bounds. Good deflection by the Irish, and last touch by, I don't think so. Yeah, the other official stepped in. Good job by the official, said no. That ball was not tipped, so the ball will stay in the hands of LaBrae.
And you like to see that, the officials working together to get the call correct so the right team gets the ball back.
Marcel Richardson in the game now off the bench. He's 6'2" junior for the LaBrae Vikings. Aldridge tosses it out front. Also Justin Jenkins, number 12, checks in for LaBrae. Cross-court pass, three-pointer on the way for LaBrae. That rims off. Kenny Hall misses. Ball out of bounds. They're going to call foul inside, or just out of bounds off the hands of the Irish. This is a good officiating crew. This is one of the best in the area. And what I like, they're letting them play, Mark. I like to see, I don't want to see a free throw shooting contest. And so far, they are letting these guys battle and bang inside. Aldridge going to get it. His pass inside is going to be tossed back outside and travel. Aldridge unselfish. I know some have felt maybe he's too unselfish, and I think that's a compliment to him that he wants to get everybody involved. But when he has his hands on the ball, you see defenders come to him. So he's going to look for the open man.
Right, you'll see 2 and sometimes 3 defenders collapse on him, and he knows his teammates are open, and he's got confidence they can make shots.
Strollo fires a 3. That's off the rim. He's cold early, 0 for 3 from the field. Vikings coming up. Aldridge has it on the wing. Nice pass inside, deflected away. Good hands by the Irish, then a foul by LaBrae. Ursuline is very athletic. I mean, they may not be shooting the ball well early, but it's their defense and some tenacity, I think, by their young talent to keep. Perella hit a 3 to keep them in the game early. 1:22 opening quarter. Vikings of LaBrae 13, the Irish of Ursuline 9. They're switching up the defense as LaBrae as well. They've gone out of that zone. They're now in a man-to-man. Straight man-to-man defense. Irish working it out front to Perella. He's going to look for Strollo and kicks it off to the senior guard. Strollo comes right. They double him. Kick it back to Perella, who goes baseline. Fires on the run. Boy, he's a talent. One-handed shot is good. You can see he's very skilled for a 9th grader, number 24 for Ursuline. Already has 5 points in this game. Vikings have it. Turnaround 8-footer. Airborne and good. Justin Jenkins, just a sophomore, knocks that one down. You mentioned, Mark, Ursuline has 4 freshmen on their roster. They're going to be well stocked for a few years to come.
Yeah, definitely. They've got some young players in Perella. Definitely going to be a key for the future for this Ursuline basketball program.
Preston Williams misses the jumper. Vikings get the defensive rebound. Then they turn it right back over to the Irish. Ursuline with the basketball. Down to 20 seconds to go opening quarter. Strollo fires a 3-pointer from deep off the back of the rim. No good. And it hit the wire up top. 16 seconds to play opening quarter, and Coach Gunther's not happy with that shot. I think mostly he wanted one shot, and now they're going to give it back to LaBrae, and Aldridge will get a little bit of a rest here at the end of the first quarter, so he'll go to the bench, the star for LaBrae. It's 15-11 LaBrae. Vikings have the ball. We're down to 16 seconds in the opening quarter. Trapping the basketball. LaBrae looking to get the final shot. Cross-court. Down to 5 seconds. They're going to have to hurry to get a good look. 3-pointer is going to be put up, and that 3-pointer is around the rim and off. We've completed 1 quarter as that is missed by Kenny Hall. And a good first quarter, Mark. Our score is 15-11 with LaBrae on top.